Ignore the hype. Trade the charts. It's as simple as that. Oh my goodness. What a mess. What's going on, guys? It's Keith Allen, and I have started my day. I mean, we're into the afternoon now, but like it's been a busy morning. But I mean, I am blown away at the amount of just absolute ridiculous noise I'm seeing on the Twitter or the X or whatever the fuck you want to call it these days. It's like, I mean, we still have to call it formerly Twitter. That just cracks me up. But what really cracks me up is the amount of hype that I'm seeing on this platform about a rumor of an alleged announcement, a political announcement related to Bitcoin or crypto. They can't even tell us, right? It's one of those teasers that is like, I wish I could tell you, but I can't. You wouldn't believe the call I just got off of. I wish I could tell you, but I can't. Bullshit. Come on. I mean, like it's, and if you look at your X feed, it's polluted with, more hype about the same alleged announcement. Hey, maybe there is an announcement. Maybe there is. Maybe there will be. It'd be great. We've all been expecting it. Or maybe it will just be more hot air about, a plan to make a plan, or maybe it'll be something that we already know. I don't know. I mean, I don't really care, to be honest with you. It doesn't matter. If it's a bombshell announcement, fantastic. We've expected it. If it's a re-announcement of something that we already know, or another plan to make a plan, market's not going to like that at all. It's just, like enough is enough. I mean, it blows my mind that people still follow this and get caught up in it like it's going to be the end all be all. Maybe it's more manipulation from the administration, perhaps. I mean, we do have a massive dip happening that many people didn't see coming. I did. Posted about it in our Telegram community last night with our Premium Plus subscribers, and they got the early insight, right? I mean, that happened, right? I posted about that this morning too here on X, but I'll show you what I'm talking about, right? Instead of all the talk, let's just start looking at charts and screenshots, and we'll go from there. All right. So let's go over to first. Let me show you what I've been talking about with all this hype, right? This is, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because it's just a waste of time and energy, in my opinion. Mike Alfred, he's a well-known guy, got a big following, and he just got off a truly insane call. I wish I could tell you what was said. The one thing to understand is at this exact moment is that you are not bullish enough, period, full stop. And if you scroll down your feed, you're going to see more of the same. A lovely note from CZ reminding us that dips are important for establishing support levels, which are like foundations of a house. Hey, thanks, CZ. There's a hot tip for us. Let's see. Dennis Porter, he also told us about this massive news. Just got off a call with one of the most influential people in Washington, D.C. that I know. I told them the news coming tomorrow, and they agreed that this announcement is going to cause a seismic shift in Bitcoin politics. Gosh. He could tell them, but he couldn't tell us. Interesting. Well, look at this. Developing Dennis Porter says massive political news is coming for Bitcoin on Tuesday. It could reshape the entire trajectory of Bitcoin policies. Or politics or policies. They weren't sure, so they wrote both. What do you think it is? I think it's more fucking hot air is what I think it is. Are they going to tell us that Michael Saylor was just there to convince Congress to pass the bill? We know that this has been on the bill about a Bitcoin treasury, but we don't know that, how they're going to actually fund it. They've never told us that. Oh, look at this. Wow, this is crazy. I just got off the call and it's happening tomorrow. 100% confirmed. That's 1 hour ago. Just keep building the hype. Build the hype because, the market's tanked. So everybody needs to build the hype and buy according to, what they're trying to position for. And maybe that's the case. There are some opportunities, but you got to pick them wisely because guess what? Some assets have found support and some are still searching for it. So let's now look at what's really important. If we go to the charts, we can see exactly what's going on here. So last night, at the candle close, at the weekly close, we got a new trend precognition signal. And this is what I was talking about earlier. New signal told us, basically says, indicates that price is going to go support test. And will that support test stop here at the 21-week moving average, or will it proceed to these quarterly timescapes? Perhaps it will be around the Q3 timescape, or perhaps around the yearly. These are both, in my opinion, prime targets because we've not yet seen the recovery. Yes, we're holding here temporarily at the 21, and that may hold, and that will be fantastic. However, that's not confirmed yet. And we know that 118 resistance was super duper strong. And so for this signal to invalidate, we would have to go back and reclaim 118K, which we haven't been able to do. Doesn't mean we can't. I mean, this new bombshell news might do it, but that's what you got to be watching for. Can we at least reclaim the trend line? And if not, this would be an easy target. This would be the target that scares a lot of people. And you know how this market likes to scare a lot of people. If we look at it on the daily, we can see that we have basically annihilated the moving averages. And all that remains down here is the 200 way down here. And if price goes back and tests these timescape levels, this is not out of the question. That's a big drop from here. And I'm not saying that you should panic and abandon ship because that's going to happen. I'm just saying that you need to be prepared for that to happen. It looks bigger than it is. It's a 17% correction from where we sit right now, which would be a total of a 25% correction from the all-time high. We've seen that dozens and dozens of times over the years. Excuse me. So I wouldn't panic over that. But you need to be positioned for it and prepared for it if it happens. All of the alt season hype that we've heard. Guess what, friends? I'm kind of viewing alt season as take the money and run season. I don't know if it actually fully has developed. We've talked about this in the past couple of weeks. We're seeing signs that it was developing, but look at this. Look at this little breakdown. We had a little fake out to the breakout. Didn't really break out. And now it's breaking down, and ETH is breaking down. This is ETH dominance, and this is total 3 dominance. But look what's increasing. Bitcoin dominance and stablecoin dominance. In times of uncertainty, this is where the money goes. So keep that in mind before you ape into all these alts. But finding opportunities on alts, that's a good thing. And we're finding them. What is this chart? Why does it say Solana and LTC? Look at Solana last night, testing, well, really in the past 24 hours, going for that support test right to this timescape level. This is the first week, first Monday of the yearly open. I mean, picture perfect. And did I pick up a little bit? Yeah, I did. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. So, you know, look for these setups. Now, this is not in the clear yet. There could be a rejection from the 21 right here. Could be a rejection from the 21-day moving average. So has to reclaim that to get back to this trajectory, back into these highs. So keep that in mind. Let's look at another Litecoin USDC. And I'm just listen, live chat is open, by the way. I don't think I posted any of my normal stuff. You know, yes, hit the like button, hit the share button, do all those things. Live chat is open. If you've got a coin you want me to check out, I will do my best, as long as it's not straight up shitcoinery. Hey, Alex, good to have you with me again, my man. So look at this, Litecoin, going right to the yearly open. A little tiny overshot, but right to the yearly open here. So now what has to happen? Look at where resistance is. Look at where technical resistance is. Obviously, we have all these moving averages. Look at where there's confluence and where there's really important confluence around this yearly first Monday of the year at this 115 level. And then you would, of course, have to clear this 50-day moving average to have a chance to get back up here into the glory. So, possible opportunity, but I would be cautious right here. I mean, at least at this point. So, if you got this entry down here at 102, 103, beautiful. Now we're sitting at 105. There's still plenty of meat on the bone if this thing is going to proceed upward, but there's resistance right here at 106. At the 100-day moving average. So I would be a little timid here to take a position on Litecoin if you don't already have one, at least until you see something developing. I mean, what's this move? Is there even enough here to care? Let's see. Meh. I mean, not a great trade right there. Especially considering support down here at the 200. Excuse me. I don't like that. Don't like that setup at all. But if you can clear this 100-day moving average, you've got a shot at these next moving averages, and then you would tighten up your right. So if you took your position here and then you tightened up your stop, something like this, you have at least a decent scalp if price, if price can just make it back to these moving averages and not actually break out. But if you get that breakout trade, that's where it gets exciting. So, I talk about taking profits, split TPs, dollar cost averaging your way in and out. And I think that's important, especially in this environment. So don't hesitate to take a little profit along the way so that you're not getting caught or you're not giving everything back, right? Lock in those profits and you'll be better off for it. I promise you. Let's look at another one. Link. I got a little shakeout on Link last night or yesterday. Let's see what's happening over there. Link didn't make it quite to the yearly open, but it came awfully damn close. I mean, where are we? 1998, and price went to, what am I looking at? Price went to $20.30. So about 32 cents away. That's pretty close. That's close enough to the pin for me. Interesting to see this rebound from the yearly open. This is, in my opinion, of all the timescapes, this is the critical one. Holding above the yearly open really sets the tone for what that asset is going to do, in my opinion. So if it can maintain above that yearly open, we got a shot at a nice recovery. You lose it, it's a different story. ETH, I said I would look at an ETH chart so we can see what's happening with ETH. ETH is obviously giving some back today as well. This is the weekly. No new signal on the weekly. Actually, still trending up on the weekly. Let's see what the daily time frame looks like. Daily, so far down about 6.5% on the day. Not really hitting any technical levels here. So keep that in mind. This is not, which to me indicates that, hey, maybe this dump isn't over. Let's see on the weeklies if we have any moving averages up here. Nothing, right? So I think ETH could really pull back a bit more, which would be interesting here. Now, last week when all that alt season hype was going, we were talking about the possibility of if or after rate cuts, right? Because everybody, a lot of people were saying rate cuts, once we get that rate cut, it's going to be a moonshot. And I came on and said, probably not, right? Don't think that it's going to be an up only thing. The rate cut was baked in. And as we're seeing, it became a sell the news event. And so Trump hates a sell the news event, especially when they're about him. And so not so coincidentally, tomorrow is another hyped announcement that could send price right back up, or at least so they hope. So keep that in mind. And in terms of Bitcoin's pullback, same set of circumstances, right? Um, we're not at technical support. We've shot through 3 of the key moving averages on the daily chart, and on the weekly, we're finding support at the 21-week moving average. That's pretty good. And if it can hold above this this quarterly timescape level, that would be solid. This would be a bullish stance for Bitcoin. Of course, it needs to reclaim this trend line, and if that doesn't happen, until that happens, there's more risk of more downside. And as long as we're below this, I believe there's a chance that we come all the way down to this earlier timescape level, potentially even. Let's see what the daily, what that real yearly open is. How much lower does it go? 25.1611. Here we go. 93 and change. And rumor has it there might be a CME gap down there. Just things to consider. Now, would this obliterate the technicals? Yes, it would. This would be very scary. In my opinion, losing the 200-day moving average would be very scary. It's already concerning that we've lost this. Now, my macro outlook, I still think that the macro is intact. I still think that that the top is not 124,500 for Bitcoin. And I think that the narrative is very strong. So I'm trying to view this with that perspective. You may have a different perspective, and that's okay. Opposing views are fine and good, actually. But I just think the long-term health of the asset class is getting stronger and stronger. And who knows what tomorrow's announcement could bring. So I'm prepared for whatever happens, right? If price goes up, yippee. If price goes down, that's a flash sale, in my opinion. And those opportunities are things that I cherish. So I'll do me, you do you. Just giving you some things to look at that might give you some insight as to what's going on. I'll give you a parting view of the order book, and we can see what's happening here because there's more clues in the order book and with the order flow. And what we can see here is, yes, brown whales are continuing to buy, but they're buying and selling, by the way. And, but for the most part, we're seeing a lot of sell pressure, and we're not seeing a lot of bid liquidity move into place. Ask liquidity is decidedly more concentrated than bid liquidity is. We have ladders of bids, which is good. But until you have a concentration of bid liquidity, I'm talking brighter colors, into that bright yellow, into white, then prices can still go down. Price can still go down. So be mindful of that. I'm going to zoom all the way out, make sure there's nothing hiding in there that we want to see. And now let's move into shorter time frames and see if we can get some early insight. Look at this. That's a sell from whales. This is a sell from, they're buried. They're bottomed out. So no, the top's not in, but neither is the bottom. And I know that may be scary for some of you. I'm just trying to tell you that this might not be the support level that you think it is just yet. And be very cautious before you ape in. We will get an indication that it is time to start buying again when we see purple whales and brown whales unified, and they're buying, and CVD is going up. Gonna leave it right there, guys. Hope this gives you some insight. If you want to get this alpha when it is actionable, the most actionable, I should say, do yourself a favor. There's one of two things you could do. One, the very easiest, is to join our Telegram community, the Material Indicators Telegram community. We have thousands of global traders in our community. It's a great place to gain insights, to share insights, to talk about ideas, to learn. And, the alpha drops happen more frequently there than they do here on Twitter and YouTube. That's number one. Number two, if you like the tools that I'm sharing with you, consider subscribing. because then you get 24/7 access and you get it in real time and you can act on it as soon as you see it. Links are in the profile. Links are in the description. The Telegram link is in the profile. Links to the products and Telegram and everything else are in the description of the video. Hope that gives you some insight and helps you trade smarter.